Hello everyone, today we'll be discussing proxemics, which is the study of personal space and distance between us and others. Now, does anyone ever heard of the word proxemics?
Proxemics? I have heard of it, but what exactly does it mean?
Well, proxemics help us to understand when to maintain distance or when it's considered okay to get closer while interacting with someone.
Oh, so it's about the comfortable distance when communicating, right?
Exactly. And do you know that there are 4 main distances in proxemics that we use unconsciously? Well, let's break them down to pieces. Okay, so the first distance is called the intimate distance. It's about 0 to 45 centimeter in range with the person you're talking or interacting to. And this distance is usually used among close relationships like family and partners.
So, if we're comfortable being really close to someone, it's usually with someone really important, right?
That's right. And the next type we have is called the personal distance. In this distance, it's about 45 centimeter to 1.2 meter in range with the person you're interacting to. And this distance is usually for friends and coworkers.
So this is the same distance for chatting with friends, but not too close.
Exactly. Then there is the social distance. It's about 1.2 to 3.6 meters in range. And this distance is suitable for formal occasions and people who you don't really know well.
So, when we're talking to new people, this is the right distance?
Yes, and lastly, there is the public distance. It's about 3.6 meters in range, and you can see public distance being used while giving public speeches or someone who stands for public speaking.
So when giving a presentation, that would be considered public distance, right?
That's correct. Now, do you know that in Indonesia, people often maintain a relatively close personal space? For example, when talking to a friend, we often stand 45 centimeter to 1 meter apart.
Yeah, we usually stand close to show friendliness.
But do you know in the US or European cultures, people tend to prefer more distance? For example, in Northern Europe, people might feel uncomfortable if someone tends to stand too close.
So if we get too close, they might feel awkward, right?
Yes, but do you know that in the Middle East, people tend to stand closer as a sign of friendship, while in Japan and Korea, they maintain a lot more personal space as a sign of respect.
So, turn of proxemics is important and various depending on the culture.
Exactly. It's important so we can respect other people's personal space.
That's right. Understanding proxemics can help us to avoid misunderstandings. For example, if a person from a culture that values closeness interacts with someone from a space-oriented culture, one might feel smothered while the other feels distant. So, the next time you're interacting with someone, make sure to pay attention to the space between you and others. It can reveal a lot about your relationship and your cultural backgrounds.